Alright, so before I start this, keep in mind that I'm going to be more analytical. So if you cannot detach from your emotions for like 10 minutes, you are going to be pissed. Alright, so we going to talk about a lot of different things in this video. But first off, I want to say this is only my opinion. None of this is fact. And the first thing we going to start off with is white privilege. Now, I personally don't think white privilege actually exists. If white privilege exists, black privilege must also exist. And like, what the hell even is white privilege? Is it only like are white people only privileged in America? Like, what if there's a white guy in South Africa? Does he have privilege too? Like, maybe you could argue that yeah, he has privilege because I mean, it's South Africa, like it's a bunch of niggas down there. He's like the only white person there, so they automatically gonna give him special treatment. But if you apply the same logic to somewhere like fucking Sweden, like, it's rare as hell to see black people in Sweden. They exist, but are they privileged? Are they treated special because, like, it's less common? I don't know. How old America? I think white privilege definitely existed, but like in the past 20, 30 years, I don't think that shit has really existed. Compared to, the fucking 20s and up to like the 60s, bro. Like nowadays, I think it's more so wealth discrimination than racism itself. And it just so happens that since white people were in control first, they just like, of course more white people are gonna be wealthy, but like that don't mean like if somebody's black and like they're the same on, like, take two citizens, they're literally the same on paper, same money, same everything, only difference is race. I really don't think either fucking person would be at an advantage in modern society, because like if white people was really privileged, bro, they wouldn't enslave us, let us free, and then move right next door to us. Like, what? And like, I might be wrong, like it could still exist, but like in my opinion it doesn't exist. And the majority of black people that use it, they use this term as if it were some type of excuse for them not living up to their own expectations or falling short of success. Like, no, it's not white people's fault, my nigga. It's your fault. Like, you have to, at some point, you got to take accountability. And that brings me to my next point: victim mentality. People always like fucking complaining, bro. Like, what are you going to do about it? How long? Like, why are you branding yourself as a victim? We're all victims to our own circumstances, literally everyone. But like, you don't gotta let that shit, affect you or like stop you from moving forward in life. Like, at some point, you gotta be like, all right, these the cards I was dealt. I'm trying to, you gotta win with the cards you was dealt, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get a shitty hand in poker and then tell everybody at the table you got a shitty hand. You just gonna get shit on even more. All right, now we're on to politics. Now, I don't hate any politician. I hold no opinion of any politician whatsoever because they're manipulative and they're liars. We don't know these people. The worst way to know someone is to fucking judge their character based on what you see on TV and out of context clips. The only real ways to know if somebody is racist is to if you sit down and have a conversation with them, and if you around them enough, or if they come out and say whether they're actually racist. And you shouldn't even invest that much of your time into studying politics and shit, because like the reason y'all be mad is because y'all be looking at it from like moral perspectives, and that's not what politics is about. It's about control and running a country. It's not about what's right or wrong. But politicians use emotions in vague statements so that it will resonate with you. And when you're vague and you say something with a lot of emotion, people tend to interpret it in their own way and be able to apply it to their own life, even though the statement itself actually says nothing. Like, make America great again. When was America great? How are we going to make it great? And then you got like niggas like Obama. What did Obama run on? Literally the color of his skin, bro. Be real. Niggas didn't vote Obama. Obama wouldn't have won if he was white. Be real. All right, let me stop playing. But he ran on change. Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, bro, what does change mean? Obama ran on change. Change. Like, that's so fucking vague. What does that mean? All right, bro. So next is your perspective. Life is all about perspective and hatred. I'm gonna give you an example of like why life is about perspective and hatred. Okay, so say you hate gay people, right? Well, gay people would benefit you if you're straight, bro, because think about it, it's less competition for you. You see what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't hate gay people. I actually know a lot of gay people. It's just some of them, they be tripping, bro. It's like yeah, you gay, like okay, cool, but like why do you have to put on this persona of like a black woman? And like I'm genuinely like, I'm curious, like I'm not trying to be provocative, I'm not trying to like throw no shade or like be on that internet bullshit or like act like I got moral high ground or some type of superiority over a nigga. Like I'm genuinely curious, bro. Like just like your fucking sexuality don't determine your personality. So like why do you have to put on a mask when you go out? It's like, it's just somewhat like I'll see a gay white nigga, right? And then he'll be like speaking with an accent and like just trying to act like a black woman, like that nigga think he Cardi B. Is like, that's somewhat offensive to me, bro, because that's damn near blackface, bro. But it's like, and I know your intentions ain't to be racist, bro, but that shit come off as like weird. Like it's like, I know you was not raised like Cardi B, bro. Like like I'm genuinely curious. Like I'm not even on no troll and shit. Like I didn't understand the fucking gender pronouns like niggas be having in their bio and shit, but like now I somewhat understand it. And I don't agree with it all the way, but my nigga, I could respect it. But the other thing that like about perspective that limits you is yourself, your ego. Sometimes you have to detach from yourself and then observe things. Observe things so that you can have a new insight, because you're only one brain. You can only do so much. And when you detach from yourself, I'd say you're 1.5 brains, because then it's like you can observe the entire world and look at shit objectively. When you're looking through shit through like your mind's eye, you're automatically going to be biased to some certain extent, and that's gonna limit what you can do. So like, for example, like I hear people, like I'm in high school, I hear people all the time talking about they gonna do this as soon as they graduate, they gonna start up this as soon as they graduate. Like, what's stopping you now? Absolutely nothing. You're literally just making excuses. If you say that you don't have time to do it, you do, bro, because you make time for the shit you want to do, bro. I used to be the same way, bro. Like I say I couldn't go do something, and then I make time to smoke weed. Like, bro, what? I was damn near delusional. You have to make a conscious effort, and it's gonna be harder subconsciously, because like of course making room for like a activity like getting high is like you're being rewarded without having to actually put in any work. But if you try to make time for like an activity that like you actually have to work for, of course that idea is going to be less appealing in your mind, because it doesn't feel as good and as immediately, you know what I'm saying? The next biggest mistake we make is looking up to other people. Like, it's okay to be inspired by people and like want to do similar things that they want to do, but you should never like devalue yourself as a person and be like under him, or you want to be like an exact fucking copy of that person. It's like, no, that's where you took that shit too far, dude. You gotta take what he gave you, like in terms of like inspiration, and then make it your own. Like you gotta add, not just copy. It's like you gotta envision yourself as your own person. Like that person already exists. We don't need another one. Like we need you. That's what we need. We need that creativity. We need that essence of being unique. You know what I'm saying? All right, the next thing is making people out to be smarter than they actually are. Now, there is no concrete way to measure intelligence. It's just too malleable. Like IQ and shit, it's accurate, but not really. But I've heard people like say that I actually make them feel stupid when they're around me, and I that kind of made me mad, because that's the very reason they're stupid, because they don't believe in themselves. It's like, smart people shouldn't be looked at as wow, they're really smart, look how easy that came to them. It should be looked at as, wow, look how hard they worked. Like shit isn't easy, I just make it look easy. And another thing that, you know, I didn't learn throughout my life, not saying like I know everything, but like I was watching this fucking Jordan Peterson video, and he said, do not practice what you do not want to become. Like at first I thought that was like no shit, but then like I really thought about it. It's like he said, it all starts with the internal dialogue. Like do not let that internal dialogue win. Whatever you don't want to happen, don't let it win in your brain, because that's where it all starts at. Everything starts with that internal dialogue, so you have to have control over that. Otherwise you just gonna be a victim to your impulses. All right, now this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about before I do the outro, and this is my solution to racism. Now, me personally, in my opinion, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with racism, but except discrimination is not the same as racism. Discrimination is not okay. That's taking away rights based on you know what it is, bro. So racism itself is just the hatred or feeling of superiority based on color or race. And like, yeah, that don't really affect you at all, because like, okay, like somebody's racist, right? Your feelings are hurt, but like it doesn't really affect your day-to-day life. Like that's just his opinion. It's not much he could do about it. And if he do, like if he shoot me out of racism, I mean, well, he's headed to prison. All right, but I think we're all subconsciously racist to like some certain extent. Like not to the point where like we just hate each other or like hate somebody that's a different color and like think we're better. But it's like we do believe in some of the stereotypes to a certain extent. Like we know they're not true, but they don't come out of nowhere, dog. Like that gotta be like it's anecdotal evidence. That's what it is. So like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I am not leaving my phone in a fucking gym classroom next to a nigga named Javante. It's just not happening, bro. I know that nigga finna snag my shit as soon as I turn around. But yeah, to me, I was just playing, but to me, my solution to racism is just to talk about it more. You know, like not spreading hatred, but like instead of like getting mad at somebody that says some racist shit, just ask them why they feel that way. Like that's how I learned the most shit ever. It's like talking to people that are very different from me. Like I would never learn anything if I only spoke to black people. But I'm saying like we're all somewhat subconsciously racist. Like we might not act on it, but like we do believe in the stereotypes to a certain extent. So like if you bring all the cultures together and like, you know, you can put all these ideas out there and shit, it takes away that hatred. It takes away that feeling of, or like seeming like someone's condescending. It's like they might genuinely be curious. And like some black people be thinking white people are racist for like trying to touch their hair, but like, bro, I'd be genuinely curious too, bro. Like if they don't even gotta comb their shit for real, bro. Our shit is literally the exact opposite, bro. I'd be like confused as hell too. Like, bro, what? How is this? This is real? But yeah, man, y'all have a good day. I'm out this bit.
Play like my niggas don't got it. Gon' spray that little truck and we throwin' them by. That's a little bitch with me and I love how she ride it. Boy, you talking that bitch, you ain't know you about it. If I see a little bitch, as you know I'm slime. Why you shit like a bitch, say I know how you lying. It's 100 of us, why you look like you crying? Why I broke your little dream and I made that bitch mine. Drop a bag on the head, I'ma spend a little down. Only took 10 minutes to know where you hide. Bro, how about the car and hit him behind? Yeah, they love when you